Hi, my name is Young Kim. Here at Hagwon, I teach AP History, including World History, US History, European History, and Art History. I also teach AP English Language and AP English Literature and SAT 1. Today, I'll briefly introduce this summer's Humanities Book Club program. As you can see, the title of this course is called Making of the Modern World. We'll delve into both American history and world history. This course is intended for rising 9th and 10th graders, although rising 8th graders are welcome, as long as their English reading skills are somewhat advanced. Everyone should be relatively fluent when reading fiction. This is not intended to be a typical book club where students just read literature and discuss what happens in the story. Rather, this is a course intended to teach students to analyze various forms of media from fiction to nonfiction. Nonfiction will include nonfiction essays, alongside primary sources from various historical periods. And we'll also be reading Supreme Court case decisions. And students will also be asked to analyze visual media. By the end of the 8-week program, students should be able to write solid academic literary essays, the type of essays you write in English class, but students will also be able to write research-style essays. Students will have a firm grasp of how to synthesize all the various types of information that we use and organize it into an essay form with an argument, having relative evidence, and developing analytical statements. Let me briefly introduce the topics that we will be covering this summer. As you can see, we will be covering topics like democracy in the United States, slavery, including the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s, the American dream, the American legal system. We will be reading one Shakespeare. We will be reading Macbeth, specifically because some of the themes in Macbeth include ambition and power, which go along with a lot of global history topics, such as colonization and apartheid, World War II and the Holocaust, and Cold War. So after the 8-week program, students should have a solid understanding concerning concepts of democracy, current issues impacting American society and politics, and of course, global history. As you can see, the courses are divided into Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes and Tuesday, Thursday classes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes will focus on analyzing literature. There will always be a history lecture based on key concepts and developments to enhance the students' understanding of the literature that is being read. Students will be taught how to analyze literary quotations and how to expand those skills into short essays. After 1 month, most students should be able to comfortably write analytical paragraphs using basic paragraph organization, including clear topic sentences, using textual evidence and analysis. While students can take just Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes, I highly recommend that students take the Monday through Friday, 5 days a week classes. Why? Well, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, as you can see, we'll be focusing more on politics, society, culture, and media. By focusing on these types of topics on Tuesdays and Thursdays, students will not only have an opportunity to analyze various forms of literature and speeches and Supreme Court decisions and visual media, elevating their analytical and writing skills, but the Tuesday, Thursday classes will help students enhance their understanding of how the modern world functions. At the end of each week, students will be writing or will have finished a literary essay, and for students who finish the Monday through Friday classes, will be able to write a mini research paper using the various sources that we discuss in class, which is another reason why I suggest that students take the Monday through Friday classes. That way they have more opportunity to write these mini research papers weekly. To quickly backtrack, students will also be required to study vocabulary. There will be daily vocabulary quizzes. The vocab will come from class readings. Students will be required to memorize not only definitions, but they'll also learn how to use the words in context based on the readings. This will allow students to have better memory retention of the vocabulary they studied this summer. I'm sure students will be able to associate ideas and images with the books and the discussions that we have in class by trying to use vocabulary from their readings. So to wrap up, the class structure will be based on 3-hour-long classes. Vocabulary quiz will be taken 20 minutes before the class. All writings will be finished in class, essentially. Most of the writings will be finished in class. If there is some left over, students will be required to finish at home, but most of the writing will be done within 3-hour-long period. So that students' homework is essentially memorizing 30 words per day and finishing the reading assignment. So to conclude, ultimately, any student that needs to improve or enhance their reading and writing skills should definitely take this class. By the end of the 8-week program, not only will everyone have solid reading and writing skills, but everyone should also have a great deal more confidence in being able to articulate their ideas, both on paper, but also verbally through class discussion. So I hope to see everyone in June. Till then,